Aries, you divine creature, we are all shaken up, changed, and transformed by July's energy. It really is going to be an energy that's going to make you think about what you really want. And in fact, you might go and decide that there is a dream from your past that you are just going to go for it now. Whether fear was stopping you from going for it, whether you felt it wasn't possible, you are full of spontaneity to go back and reclaim what's rightfully yours and to build on something that you've been thinking about for some time. But before we get to that, it's because Neptune, which is in our sign, which is, I don't know about you, how are you feeling about that? It's a little bit trippy, isn't it? It's a little bit, whoa, what's going on? You may have experienced all sorts of strange dreams. You might have found there's lack of boundaries. You may have found it difficult to find your feet. But when Neptune goes retrograde in our sign, it's like you go back to the beginning. You go back to the start of it all, to the start of a project, a seed, an idea, a desire, an awakening of that first spiritual spark or understanding of life. It's going to be extraordinary. But before we get to that, let's start at the beginning. And Uranus is going to be leaving Taurus after many years. And there is a final crescendo of understanding when Venus, which happens to be Taurus's ruler, joins forces with Uranus on July the 4th of July. It's going to be a big one for you Americans. And it is saying to you, I'm going to shake you up. I'm going to shake you up, baby, and find out what really matters to you. Right? Venus is all about what we love. It's all about where we put our desires, what we desire. And Uranus is very unpredictable. So you might find yourself changing path when it comes to love or money. But basically, your heart is going to change direction in some way. Venus is also changing signs on the same day. So we've got this peak of energy in Venus. And it's like, you know, what you think is stable, what you've always thought is stable, where is it going now for you? And be prepared for an inner uprising and change. When Venus enters Gemini, and then a few days later, Uranus enters Gemini, you'll be bouncing around and you'll be like, woo, this is quite high, intense energy. And you'll be here, there, and everywhere. There'll be surprises. There'll be electrifying ideas. There'll be very surprising conversations, genius ideas, and I would say just make sure that anything online is accurate, because this is a kind of high octane energy when it comes to anything online. And we're excited about communicating, and you could indeed, without any doubt, get overexcited about ideas. So try and keep yourself grounded, which I have to say may be a little bit difficult because, I've just seen that actually. Of course, on the 4th of July, we have Neptune going into Aries. So the 4th of July is one of the most massive days of the month and the year because it's fundamentally changing us, awakening us, and bringing us new ideas, new possibilities, and extraordinary things. Venus will be trine Pluto. No doubt Uranus will be at some point as well. But that flavor is out there. It's not very grounded. I mean, it suits us. We don't mind it. We go with the flow. Particularly as Venus is sextile Neptune. So someone from the past could get in touch and it's like out of the blue. It's completely surprising, possibly even shocking. But I would say, in fact, the whole of this month, there's a load of shocks. Now, I would use that energy to your advantage when it comes to your career because there is a full moon in Capricorn around July the 10th, depending on where you are. And that full moon is going to be giving you an opportunity. So plot and plan for it and maybe come up with a genius idea on the 4th. Now, if that was not enough for you, my darling, Saturn, which is in our sign, I know I'm feeling that. Can't get away with anything these days. Have to be good. Can't, kid myself about anything. Can't be naughty in any way. I'm sure you're finding the same thing. But Saturn is going retrograde. Are there any lessons about yourself and your personal responsibility that you aren't paying attention to. Saturn is giving it another go round. But you know what I always say about Saturn? Saturn will bring a brilliant reward if you do the work. Then, hurrah, Mercury is going retrograde. So, again, people from the past popping up. Could be some delays, misunderstandings. Of course, we're all chit-chatting away with Venus and Uranus and Gemini. Chit-chat, without even thinking. So really think about what you're saying. And also, something may be revealed that was said in the past that you didn't know. Revelations are afoot. Now, in really good news, the Sun is entering Leo, which we love because it's fellow fire sign. And for us, it's our time of pleasure and enjoyment, excitement, creativity, laughter. Did I say romance again? Attraction. And us feeling bouncy and optimistic. So that's joyful towards the end of the month. And it's sextiling Uranus. So yeah, baby. Unexpected pleasure, unexpected creative ideas, unexpected fulfillment. Love that word. And us feeling, even if it's all a bit chaotic and thrilling, we feel optimistic, which is very important for us. We don't feel optimistic, we do not do well. And that's often, if you've ever had any problems in relationships, I'm sure that's one thing, it's important for you to express that to your partner or friends. When we feel able to be optimistic, that's when we can perform miracles in our life. If we're on a downer or people say we can't do it, etc., 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 that's when things are more challenging. But we are going to experience doing all sorts of things that other people maybe didn't believe. Now, the new moon in Leo is a big one on July the 24th-ish, depending on where you are. So what do you want to create? What joy do you want to manifest? What are your wildest dreams? It is all there for you. It's all there for you to go, I believe it. I'm open to it. I'm worthy. It's going to happen for me. And then don't think about it too much. You don't have to control it. Then do pleasurable things in the direction of your dreams and you'll be surprised what's coming. It is also trine Saturn and Neptune. Grounding dreams, putting in the work, taking responsibility, dreaming beyond boundaries, following your spiritual path. Wow. Great revelations through that. Now, the Sun does oppose Pluto, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. You might find that your enthusiasm is not shared by a group of people or some old friends. Don't worry about it. Go about your business in your cheerful, optimistic, creative flow. Venus then goes into Cancer and you want to get all snuggly from July the 31st. But you're confident in that. You're like, I know who I want to hang out with. I know what cozy means. I know how to self-nurture now. I've learned a few things. Take the break because it certainly is a wild month. You take care, gorgeous. Come see me on Instagram and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out, where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright. And I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.